Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Now, today we'll be discussing everything about Microsoft Imagine Cup, often referred to as the Olympics of technology. We'll be discussing about what it is, how will you participate in that, what are the things to keep in mind uh, when you're trying to participate in the event, and who better to tell about this than the world champions of the seasons themselves. So we have here Khushi, Abdi Hamid, Jeet, and Dharmik, who are Team REWEBA. So before they share their amazing journey with you, I just have one point. If you have any doubts in between the session, please use the chat box to uh, ask them. They'll be answering all of the doubts after the session. Team REWEBA, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank Today we're going to
You're
have an
audible. You're
interactive session where I will be telling you guys everything about Microsoft Imagine Cup. Let this be interactive, and any questions you have, please use the chat box. Me and my team will make sure that we answer all your questions. Yes, with that, let's start the presentation. Just a second. Just for confirmation, can you guys see my screen?
yep, your screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Okay, so before I start, thank you, developer student community, for this session. I hope it will inspire minds, and just like what your motto is, we share the same motto. And so, yes, let's begin. So we are Team REWEBA. I am Khushi Gupta, and my other team members are Dharmik Karania, Jeet Gohil, Abdi Ahmed Ali, and we are from Kenya, and we study in United States International University, Africa, doing applied computer technology. So yes, so that's my team. We are Team REWEBA, and as you guys know, we are the world champions for Imagine Cup, Microsoft Imagine Cup 2021. So you might be confused as to what REWEBA means. So it means remote well baby in full form. So it's a remote infant monitoring system. So let's begin with telling you guys all Imagine Cup. So what is Imagine Cup? So Imagine Cup is an annual competition sponsored and hosted by Microsoft, which brings together student developers worldwide to help resolve some of the world's toughest and pressing challenges. It is considered as Olympics of technology by computer science and engineering, and is considered one of the top competitions and awards related to technology and software design. All Imagine Cup competitors create projects that address the Imagine Cup theme, and the theme is Imagine a world where technology helps solve the toughest problems. So, the Imagine Cup this year. This year was the 19th annual Imagine Cup, brought together thousands of students from 163 countries across the globe, reimagining technology solutions to impact their communities. With projects submitted in 4 social good categories: Earth, education, healthcare, and lifestyle. The competition advanced through online semifinals and world final rounds. So we were from the healthcare category. So why should you enter? The Imagine Cup is more than just a competition for students. You can work with friends and make new ones, of course, network with professionals, gain new skills, make a difference in the world, and have the chance to win great prizes. So, more than 2 million student competitors participate every year in this competition in more than 100 countries. Like this year, it was 163 countries. So you get to interact with a lot of different people, you get to network with them, make new friends, and learn a lot of stuff. So, why compete in the Imagine Cup? So, reimagine technology solutions in a competition designed to the world. an opportunity to share your tech ideas to some of the most pressing times today. Nurture your creativity. Imagine Cup is a chance to make something that matters, develop your skills as part of the journey. You're provided with the resources, materials, and mentors to help bring your project to life. So everything you need is given by Microsoft in the Imagine Cup journey. Realize your passion. Transform your ideas into action with a purpose-driven application. You take the next step and allow community enthusiasts are ready to. Some of
Hi,
the
Kushi.
exercises that. Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt, but your voice is lagging a lot.
My voice is cutting off.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yep. Now
It's
you're
Is it
audible.
okay?
it's right now. No,
Sorry.
It's audible.
it's no.
Should I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. So, what are some of the exciting mentorship from Microsoft experts working with professionals? The chance to place your idea on a global and continue your project to the next level. So, all these are prizes that will help the project develop onto the next stage. So, let's talk about the eligibility criteria in order to enter the competition. So, how to enter? The Imagine Cup is a skill based competition and will also consist of a prerequisite sweepstakes as part of round one. Open to students around the world, the Imagine Cup competition seeks to honor the most innovative, accessible, groundbreaking, and appealing software built with Microsoft. So the first condition of entering into is to use technology, your innovation. So the competition may be structured differently based on country or region. You need to make sure that you read the local country competition rules. Understand how to participate in this competition before registering or submitting entry. Okay, so eligibility criteria. You're welcome to imagine any solution you're passionate about, but must include a Microsoft Azure component and take into
Kushi, if you could hear me, your voice broke off.
Ma'am, your voice is very backdown. I'm not hearable your voice. What you tell me about this?
Okay, I think she's having some internet problem. Let's just wait for a minute. Till then, if you have any questions, please use the chat box. Other members of Team REWEBA are here to answer your questions. When we get the recording of the event. Okay, so the recording will be available on YouTube. Uh, Someone from our team will drop the link of the YouTube so you can check the recording on YouTube. Okay, Azure companies and how to get started with Azure. Okay, so you can see the link in the chat box. That is the link where this is being live streamed. So after the session, if you want to go back, you can check that.
Till then, folks, those who have any doubts regarding any specifically to tech or how this tech is prioritizedly used in specifically, you can say Imagine Cup or is kind of related to any startup questions. All the question you can, if for till then the ma'am is coming, you can unmute yourself or write down in the comment section so that others member can answer to that. Yep.
Sir, if you can answer the questions in the chat till ma'am comes.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Krishi, you're audible.
Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. My internet just disappeared all of a sudden. But let me just continue my voice, or do you guys want me to start afresh?
You can continue, I think.
Okay, sure. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Uh, Not yet. Yep, it's
Yes,
visible.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me just start from the eligibility criteria. I hope I am like my sound is good now. It's perfect.
Yep, it's perfect.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
sure. So, yes. So eligibility criteria. So how to enter? So the Imagine Cup is a skill-based competition and will also consist of a prerequisite sweepstakes part of round one. Open to students around the world, the Imagine Cup competition seeks to honor the most innovative, accessible, groundbreaking, and appealing software built with Microsoft tools and technology. So what I was saying before was that one of the condition to enter the Microsoft Imagine Cup is that your solution should be built with Microsoft Azure. The competition may be structured differently based on the country or region you're participating from. And so it's a good idea to always make sure that you read your local country or region competition rules to better understand how to participate in this competition before registering. So you're welcome to imagine any solution that you're passionate about, but must include an Azure component and take into consideration diversity, inclusion, and accessibility. So a maximum of 4 team members per team should be there. All the team members may come from different academic institutions and from different countries. Yes. So each competitor may belong to only one team within the competition. And to compete, each team member should create an account at the Imagine Cup website and register for the competition. Once registered, any of the team members can create a new team and invite the remaining team members to join. So in order for you to create a team. There is no foundation as to you all should come from the same university or from the same country. So you can mix match your team members, that's okay. But you should create account in Imagine Cup on the Imagine Cup website, and one of you should create a team wherein you can invite the other team members. Yes. So you should be at least 16 years of age and actively enrolled as a student in an accredited educational institution. You should not be a resident of Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Sudan, and other countries as mentioned. You and your business should not have received external funding of more than 50,000 US dollars. And you or your business should not have used paid employees' assistance in creating an Imagine Cup entry. You should also not be an employee or intern of Microsoft Corporation or an employee of Microsoft subsidiary. So these are the rules that were used for 2021's competition. So there's usually a PDF document that you can download. I will give you the link for that. And if you want to participate for this year's competition, there is supposed to be a separate document from where you can learn about the other rules and regulations. So this is just an highlight. These are not all the rules. And so you can read the document before you submit. Okay, so the different rounds that we had in 2021 was round 1, that was registration and Microsoft Learn Challenge. Round 2 was online semifinals. And since we were participating from Kenya, that's in Africa, we didn't have a local event, but usually India and USA do have regional rounds because of the high number of participants there. So probably people participating from India should have like a regional round. Then we have the World Finals and lastly, World Championship. So this is the table for this year's competition. So this is just an example of how it can be done, how the rounds are. So I am not guaranteeing that this year it'll be the same, but you can learn more about it once the document is out. So round 1, that is the Microsoft Learn Challenge. So you need to complete at least one Microsoft Learn module in the category you're most passionate about to advance in the competition. So there are 8 modules that Microsoft gives you to choose from. Each team member should complete at least one of the Learn module. So each participating team member must create an account on Microsoft Learn and complete the module using that account. Once completed, each team member needs to submit their unique Microsoft Learn profile. So after you're done with the Learn challenge, after you're done with any one of the module that you want to do, you have to submit the profile, your Microsoft Learn account profile, for them to check that you have actually finished it. So teams that submit at least one valid and unique Microsoft Learn profile URL that shows that you have completed the required Microsoft Learn modules, you will automatically be promoted to the online semifinals within 1 week of their submission. So that's all about round 1. So round 2. Round 2 would be the online semifinals. So in the online semifinals, there are 4 competition categories you can choose from. So we have Earth, Education, Healthcare, and Lifestyle. So Earth is maybe you have a solution for climate change or agriculture or green tech. Education is about how to innovate the way students across the globe learn. Healthcare tackles issues with treatment, diagnosis, accessibility, and more. Lifestyle would be on projects that shape how we game, play, or live. So during the round 2, you may be invited to deliver the following materials. So we have the project proposal, that's the main thing. Yeah, it should be a 10-page Word document or a 30 slides PowerPoint presentation. Then you have to present the presentation video, which is a 3-minute pitch and demo video as if presenting live to judges. So since because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we did it online. So the whole competition was online. That's why it's written that as if presenting live to judges. So one person will just be holding the camera and you will present with your slides. So we also have to submit a software usable by the judges. So the judges need to see how your software works. And lastly, software instructions document explaining the judges how to use your software. So teams will be evaluated and only 40 teams will be selected to advance to round 3. Round 3 is the World Finals. So competitors must have the following materials prepared. So we have the live presentation of your project. So there will be a panel of judges whom you will have to present your project live and how it works, the demo, everything. And you should have the software working proof. So in round 3, the judges will select the top 3 teams in each category. So that will be 3 times 4 categories, 12 teams. So out of 40 teams, only 12 teams will advance. Then we have the World Championship. Yeah. So in the World Championship, you have to present the following: the live presentation of your project to the panel of judges and the software working proof. At the championship, the judges will select one final team. Yeah. So judging criteria. You must have wondered what is the judging criteria and how are we going to be graded. So technology holds the largest percentage, which is 40%. Then we have diversity, inclusion, and accessibility, which holds 20%, innovation, 15%, concept, 15%, and feasibility, that's 10%. So I was talking about a document about the rules and regulations. So if you go to that document, they haven't released the document for 2022, but hopefully they will soon. So you can get more insights on this judging criteria in that document. Okay, so prizes. So the round 1, as you guys know, was the Microsoft Learn Challenge. So every month for 5 months, 20 teams will be selected to receive $250. And this is not guaranteed. They will just select randomly any team. But even if you don't get the prize, you are qualified for the next round. So that's okay. So we have round 2, where you get Microsoft Azure credits and mentoring from Microsoft employees for the next round. So round 3, where 4 teams are selected to advance, you will receive 10,000 for the 4 teams that are selected. The other teams that unfortunately couldn't go to round 4, those are the 2 runner-up teams from each category. They will receive $2,500 that are divided equally among the team with Microsoft Azure credits. So round 4, which is the last and final round, the Microsoft Imagine Cup Championship. So the team who wins that will get $75,000 to be divided equally amongst the team, Microsoft Azure grants, and a mentorship call with Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. Okay, so who are we? I would like to play a video for you guys to understand better on our team. So yes.
We go to United States International University, Africa. Our project is doing that
Okay, so more about our Imagine Cup journey. So this is Team REWEBA. So from the left to right, we have Dharmik Karania, Jeet Gohil, Khushi Gupta, and Abdi Hamid Ali, and we participated from the healthcare category. So the round 1, where I told you guys that only 40 world finalists will be chosen. So this was for 2021, so this year. So we had Earth category, education, healthcare, And here we are, Team REWEBA and lifestyle category. So we had 40 teams advance from the online semifinals. Then round 2 was the top 12 world finalists. So what happens is they choose top three teams in every category. So we have Earth, Education, Healthcare, Lifestyle again, and top 3 teams. And we were in the healthcare category. Then, so we won the healthcare category. So we were the ones to receive the 10,000, and the other two teams would receive 2,500. This is just for you to grasp, is to understand better on what I said before. So, and then all the teams that win the category round will advance to the Microsoft Imagine Cup World Champion. So there are 4 teams, 4 finalists from every category. And we won, thankfully, by the grace of God. So yeah, that was the journey. There were all the rounds that we had to go through. And so this is our journey. Overview of the project. So the winning project, you might think that what was so special about it and how we won. So let me take you through the project. So how the idea came into life. So all 4 of us, all the team members, we went to the same university, and we did community service in a local hospital. And from there, we understood the challenges that mothers face traveling long distances for infant screening. So mothers were lacking basic facilities such as healthcare in these parts of Africa, like Kenya, and even in Southeast Asia and China. So through research, we discovered that this was the main contributing factor for high rate of infant mortality in sub-Saharan Africa. So sub-Saharan Africa is the only part of the world with the highest rate of infant mortality. And this made us realize that the severity of the problem it's too high, and thus REWEBA came into life. We wanted to solve this problem. So this is a scenario of what happens in the rural areas of Kenya. Okay, let me just play the video. So here you can see how mothers have to queue up, and in hospitals, they don't have adequate facilities for good screening. Sorry. So some of the statistics, 5.2 million infants under the age of 5 died in 2019 worldwide. So that's a very huge number. And this translates to 14,000 deaths occurring every day in 2019. That's worldwide as well. So that's a very huge problem. Many people are dying. Many infants are dying. Yeah. So it needs to be solved. How it works. So this is a demo video that we shot. So this is our IoT device. So we used IoT technology. We used artificial intelligence, machine learning. Yes. So what happens, this is the IoT device, and it takes vital measurements of babies like height, weight, skin conditions, heart rate, and then sends them remotely to the doctor. So mothers now do not have to go to the health center, but they have a device that can be used for screening at their home. So, yeah. So this is how it works. So first we take the weight of the baby. We used a doll for simulation purposes here, because since we couldn't get a real baby. Then we have the temperature. The height is then taken using an ultrasonic sensor embedded into our device. Yeah. The heart rate is then taken. We then take the grip for fine motor skills to test the fine motor skills of the baby. And lastly, we take a picture of skin conditions with the camera. So also for demo purposes, we stuck a picture of a skin condition. Yeah. So impact of our solution. So we are trying to reduce the under 5 infant mortality rate throughout the world, not only Africa. When we scale our solution from Africa to Southeast Asia or China, we aim to reduce the under 5 infant mortality rate. We aim to save time, cost, and effort of mothers, because mothers in rural areas are on a daily pay basis. So it's very hard for them to, not go for work for a day and take their babies to the hospital, which is very far away. So we're saving time, we're saving the cost that mothers incur, and we're saving the effort of the mothers. So this device also acts as early detection and treatment for medical conditions. We also aiming to improve access to the availability of healthcare services for mothers. And lastly, we aim to reach the SDG Goal 3, that's the Sustainable Development Goal 3, to ensure healthy lives and well-being for all at all ages. So our Imagine Cup experience, Abdi will take us through that.
Okay, hi everyone. Nice to meet you guys, and thank you, Niraj, for inviting us. And hi to the student and developer student community. So I'll be taking you through the Magic Cup experience. So it was an experience of a lifetime. So the journey lasted for about half an year. So it was 3 rounds of excitement and suspense, as you can imagine, because it's a competition. We managed to interact with fellow participants. So we managed to interact with like-minded and people, like our mentors, our fellow competitors as well. So amazing mentorship session with the Microsoft experts, as you can imagine, as you have seen from previous screenshots. We were able to get mentorship from employees and from different faculties of Microsoft. So opportunities to connect with professionals in the industry. So as well, we were able to meet people from different from Microsoft, even our university, who gave us advice on what to do next. So fun video assignments each week. So once you proceed to the World Championship round, you're given assignments, so video assignments. So how your day looks like. And
Abdi, your voice broke off.
So your
I'm great
voice
about your
is
idea.
not audible
So
properly.
sorry, I got a call. Sorry, I'm sorry. So let me just iterate again. Lessons learned from the Imagine Cup journey. So never doubt yourself and be passionate about the idea. And you need to find an idea or a problem whereby you're passionate about. No matter how hard it gets, you can just keep going and keep going and keep trying to do. So keep trying, not give up. So and in the journey, you'll be asked to do some changes in your project, so that you sharpen a project to be in the best position possible. So not give up and keep trying and keep learning new concepts from my mentors. So not underestimate your vision. Do not underestimate your vision, not expect yourself. Never stop learning. There's always something you can improve on. So as I just said, the entire Imagine Cup journey was a learning for us, the pitching and all these factors. So there's always a new thing that you're learning along the journey. So competition not have to be stressful, they can be fun. So for us, the competition was much fun and stressful, because you're able to work with people who we meet every day, and it was enjoyable and competition, process. Next. Skills we have learned. So the skills we got from the competition were mainly soft skills, such as presentation skills, leadership, communication, teamwork, critical and analytical skills, coding skills, such as we were able to learn how to use Azure and programs. So that was a new skill for all of us, and time management skills. So we were able to manage time, because we had meetings, so we had to keep time on every meeting we're present, we're supposed to go to. So how Magic Hub has changed our lives or on our project as well. So the Magic Hub gave us a platform to showcase our solution to the world. As you know, the Magic Hub has a large audience and it's a worldwide competition. So for us to be there, it gave us an avenue whereby you can showcase our project to all over the world, people all over the world. So you got invaluable insights from the market experts through the mentorship. And once you reach the final, once you're finalist, you're given a mentor. So the mentor will give you ideas and advice on how to make your solution much better. World recognition, the competition is worldwide. So once you put your idea out there, everyone around the globe will see your project and your idea. The fund we receive will enable us to build our solution, bring it to the market as soon as possible. So yeah, the funds are important for us. It will help us and continue our project and make the project a reality. We talk on opportunities. And through Imagine we're able to get and networking opportunities, people who have same mindset with us, so able to network with them and in turn helping us as professionals and also the project as well. Thank you.
Advice for aspiring participants. Jeet, do you want to take them through this?
Yeah, sure. It's nice to meet you all. Good afternoon, everyone. And I'll be giving you a few tips on how to go in front in the Azure, Microsoft Imagine Cup. So here are a few tips. So first, solve a real life problem. When you have the idea, first understand it, understand the impact of it, how many people it's going to help, and how is it going to reduce your cost, how will it reduce cost for other people, how will it be inclusive, how will it be accessible. So first, in yourself, try to understand all this. The next tip is never lose faith in yourself or your idea. Be passionate about what you've created, because it will be yours in the end, and you will be the one accountable for it, and you're the one who's going to improve it more and more. So just keep building on it, and soon you'll have one product that will sell at a very good price and something you can make a business with. The next thing is work hard. It pays off in the end. The next one is don't stop, keep reinventing your idea, and just know that it's a continuous process. So firstly, as I said, this thing is a continuous process. Keep on building on this idea as much as you can. You know, maybe the first, maybe let's say you have an IoT device. You let's say you picked this sensors and this code to write the programs, but now you have to analyze, let's say, how accurate it is or how it's performing. So keep on analyzing your device or your software to make it better, and it will actually help out. So the next one is don't shy away from seeking help. So this is something very personal to us also. We had very good mentors. We really asked for help from other people. For example, our university lecturers and other people who live in these rural areas, and how we can help them and how they can help us understand about our problem and solve it in a better way. The next one is don't expect yourself to know it all from the word go. Keep learning. So I just saw someone who asked a question on Azure. So just to answer that one, getting started with Azure is very simple, but you really need to know on how to go about the program and how to create these components. For example, ourselves, we didn't know that much, but we kept on learning. We kept on trying to learn more about these programs and try to make them work for our solution. So Azure is very simple, and as I said, there's one certification called Microsoft Azure Fundamentals, which will actually help you get started and really know what Azure is and how to use it. So if people haven't heard of that yet, I would highly recommend it to everyone to do as a first certification from Microsoft. Also, as they have lectures from the website itself, you can get video lectures or you can get notes. you can learn from those notes and just do the exam. And the exam, I would say, is really simple and you'll enjoy the whole process. The rest of us enjoying the process. So imagine it's not supposed to be a hard thing. You're supposed to enjoy everything. For us, we enjoyed being there, talking to new people, networking. So just be yourself, do the best you can, and hopefully you'll win. The next slide. Okay, here is a quote for everyone. It doesn't matter if you win or lose at the end. It's the invaluable, countless experiences of your journey that makes you grow and become a better person.
So that's the end of our presentation. Now I would like to invite everyone who has questions. Please shoot your questions and we will try our best to answer them.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in the previous slides, you talked about the SDG scale. Can you tell more about that?
Okay, the SDG goals, yeah. Just a second, let me check that slide. Okay, so SDG goals are some goals made by the UN. So these are goals for the world to become a better place. So if you just Google Sustainable Development Goals, you will get to know all the goals that UN has for the world to become a better place. And maybe you can even get a project that solves one of the goals. So it's just about the impact of your solution. So when you're talking for whoever wants to participate in the Microsoft Imagine Cup, so you need to understand the impact of your solution to get a project and to help understand the world that your project will do something at the end. So these are some of the goals that you can research about and see where your project fits, and also tell the world that, you know, our project is just not doing 1, 2, 3, but it's also helping solve the goals made by the UN. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. That's so good. Ma'am, one more question.
Yes.
Ma'am, how was your experience like? Was pitching at the final level about your idea?
Okay, so this is so this experience that I'm going to share is just very personal. So I was the one in charge of pitching through all the rounds. So the pitch, you have to submit a pitch in every round of the Microsoft Imagine Cup. So you're only given 3 minutes. So, and you should try keep yours what do you call, your content under 3 minutes. So at first you will think, you know, let's just put this as well, let's just put that as well. This is good for our project, for the pitch. So, but not everything is supposed to be put in the pitch, and you need to realize what is supposed to go in the pitch and what not, what is important. So, because you just have 3 minutes. And what I started with, we had a very long presentation. For 3 minutes, I think we had 30 slides, no, not 30 slides, 20 slides, if I'm not wrong. So that was the first pitch that I did. I had to talk very fast and to complete the 20 slides under 3 minutes. And sometimes when you talk fast, you're just trying to finish up what you have in the slides. But as we advanced in the rounds, and we got mentors from Microsoft, they helped us realize that you're talking fast just to finish the pitch, but you know, not everyone understands when I talk fast. I'm a fast talker from nature, so but still you need to keep it nice and slow so that everyone can understand it. And you need to point out some things that are really good for your project, really good to advertise your project, that can go under 3 minutes. So from 20 slides, our final pitch was 10 slides, if I'm not wrong. So 50% reduction. And that's and when pitching, you cannot just, you know, okay, the presentation is here, I will pitch it. No, you need to practice. You need to practice your pace. You need to practice the timing. You need someone. So my team was very helpful here. They would listen to me every day, how I'm pitching. And sometimes, you know, you have a tendency when you see your time, you're remaining with maybe just 30 seconds, you start speeding up. And before you were talking slowly, and then you just start speeding up all of a sudden. That's not also good. So you need to keep your pace consistent throughout the 3 minutes and say what you think would advertise your project the best.
And ma'am, one last question.
Yes.
I also develop projects in such fields, but what goes once you have completed your pitch? What goes around in the question answer round with the ones who are judging that particular field?
Can you please repeat your question? Sorry, I didn't get it.
I am just asking that how the question answer round goes after the pitching ends.
Okay, so maybe you haven't tackled something or the other. So in my Microsoft Imagine Cup, they're very keen on the market of your product, how you're going to market it, who are you going to work with at the end, because this is a project you can take to the market at the end. So if you don't tackle some parts of what they're looking for in your pitch, they will ask you about it. So most of the questions that were asked for us was based on the technology and how we're going to bring it to the market. So these are two of the major points. But as you advance through the competition, your mentors will tell you what you need to put in the pitch and maybe what questions and answers you can get. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
Ma'am, good evening. I have one doubt. Can you please tell me
Yes.
this Imagine Cup only for coders? Any person like a beginner coder and anything like and
I think there is some internet connection problem with him.
Can you repeat your question, or someone who has heard it repeats it for me?
I
hello,
think, okay.
hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So, ma'am, actually, can you please tell me this Imagine Cup only for I mean good developer or for beginner developer? Actually, I'm not understand whatever that.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah. Okay. So if I
actually
sorry.
ac-
Yeah.
actually I'm a beginner developer. So that's I want to participate Imagine Cup. So I am eligible for this.
Yeah. So your skills doesn't matter as long as you can create a project that will create an impact. So okay. So one more advice, that even if you are a beginner developer, it's okay. You need to have your team. So maybe you can choose someone who is good in development. So in my team, Jeet was the one handling development. He's very good at it. So this competition is not about doing everything alone. You have your team for it. You can divide responsibilities, and there is no eligibility of maybe you're a beginner developer, so you cannot participate. It's just about going out of the box. Yeah.
Maybe I can add on to that. Before you participate in the Imagine Cup, you need to have something that is usable. For example, if it's an IoT device, you need to have made it. Or if you haven't yet made it, you need to have made it before you start going into the rounds, so that mostly Imagine Cup is all about pitching your idea. There's only one round where you have a technical session where you show them how your device or your website or your computer program works. So in order to be safe, create everything before you get into Imagine Cup. Do not start panicking that you haven't done this or this once you're already selected in the next rounds. So I would say create a website, create your app, create your computer program, whatever, do it before you get into Imagine Cup.
So because this is why Jeet is saying that, is because the after the learn challenge, the round 1, round 2 requires you to submit a fully working software to the judges. So yeah, you will need your software beforehand. And these are some of the links that I've put. The first link is for the Imagine Cup. The second link is for the facts. So when the 2022 rules and regulation documents comes out, you will see it there. But for now, you can see the 2021 document. Yeah. So just have a look at these. Right. Any other questions?
Okay, we do have some questions from the registrants. If you can take that up. So the first question that we got was how to learn and prepare for the Imagine Cup. So before the Imagine Cup starts, what are the things that we should do?
Okay, so as my colleague mentioned, as G mentioned before, so Microsoft Azure, you need to have a solution that is built on Microsoft Azure. So Azure Fundamentals certification would be very key here. And there are free learning opportunities on Microsoft Learn. So Microsoft Learn is a portal where you can learn about anything you want to learn, like machine learning, artificial intelligence, all about Microsoft Azure products. They have videos on that. They also have practicals that you can do. So that will be a very good learning resource for you because you need to develop it in Azure. So learning about Azure would be one of the first steps that you should take. Yeah. Will we have to send? Okay, so there is another question that I can see. Will we have to send the project, that is the device, to the judges? Okay, so that's a very good question. So we also had a hardware device, that's the IoT. So we didn't send the IoT to the judges, but you should have, so we also had a software, like a website on our backend. So we created a facility where the judges can simulate the hardware device. So what the hardware device does is that it takes measurements. So what Jeet did in the software is that he created a page where people can put in the measurements. Yeah, if I'm making sense. So that way you can simulate the hardware device.
Got it. There's another question. How was the project made in the pandemic time? Like your product was related to hardware, so it's a lot more difficult to make during this time. So how did you go about doing that?
Okay. So yes. Does anyone wants to answer? Abdi, you want to answer? Or Dharmik?
Just take.
Okay, sorry. So during the pandemic, that's a really good question. We couldn't go out and stuff, and our device in the university's hardware lab. So we had to make time, maybe probably once a week, and go there, all of us, and work on it. So that's how we tried doing it. So yeah, just need to find ways.
Right. So one last question. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have one doubt again. Actually, I am an individual and I have one idea that's a change of climate, how it is changed and how it is resolved. So actually, I'm not working as an individual. So I need us as a team. So how it is find out as a complete team, as a best team. So can you please guide me?
Okay. So are you enrolled in a university?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens was when we were forming our team, all of us knew each other because we were doing the same course, we were in the same university. So that's how, and we used to get we used to get projects in our classes. So we got to know who we're comfortable to work in. You cannot work with everyone. So maybe you have friends, you have colleagues in your university that they have these skills and they can help you. So it's better to just find out, get a team from your friend circle or your university people. Or if not, once you register in the Imagine Cup portal, you can also have this option where you can invite other members from other countries. Yeah, and whoever is interested in your project. So what you do is you just put a bio of your project, and then you can invite other people who have also registered for the same, because not everyone who registers for the competition has a team. So maybe you can just get your team from there. So but it's all upon you. your
I think,
network contacts.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
time.
I think the best advice for Major was, and I'll say it will be building a huge community of developers in this student and developer community. So you can, I think you have a group or something or a Discord server. Or I've seen you have a Discord server. You can just pitch your idea to your to the server, and then invite any person who would love to work with you, and then you can give out and let's say what specific skills are you looking for? Are you looking for pitching skills? Are you looking for a developer like you? And then tell the members. Then I think you'll find one or two people who are interested to help you and see the project through. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great advice.
But
Yeah, maybe
actually,
just to say something.
yeah,
Sorry?
but
Sorry.
that is right. But some problem. I'm a study right now is a tier 3 college in India. So that's my senior and my classmate is not as a not a professional working as a coder and as a developer, because that's not the environment that's like. So actually, that's my idea is very wide range. So it's not eligible for this. So that's a
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah. Jit, you wanted to say?
Maybe I can answer you. If you feel like you don't have anyone to work with, you can also get into the competition alone. You can do the whole competition as an individual. So if you don't find anyone, that can be a choice for you.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe you'll just have to learn the skills on your own then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So, does anyone have any other questions?
Okay.
I think so. All the questions are answered.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
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 What
We
is the
got
future?
another question.
Okay, so future of the project. So what people do is they tend to commercialize the project once it's done, because you're creating a project with a great impact. So if you're choosing an Imagine Cup, that means your project is really good, and you can get help. So if you advance to the other rounds of, sorry, if you advance to the round 3 or round 4 of Imagine Cup, you get help from mentors on how you can better your project, and you also get a prize money. So maybe that could help. And the rest, I think you have to do it on your own, because so yeah, even we are planning to commercialize it, so we need to look into what resources we have. Maybe we can partner with stakeholders here. So the rest you have to do it on your own.
Yep. She answered it properly.
Okay, yes.
Right. So before we end this session, it will be wonderful if all of the viewers can also turn on their video camera and we can just take a picture.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone. Okay, great. Great. So thank you, Team REWEBA, for coming here and sharing that amazing presentation, sharing about your journey. I really got to learn a lot, and I'm like super enthusiastic about participating this year. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Hope you had an informative session. You learned a lot. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.